I want to know what y'all think. Listen to this.
And LeBron James get into it at the sidelines, Crypto.com arena.
Right.
Obviously, since then, that Lakers game, you've made no bones about, your issues with LeBron and the way you felt about him. And he's obviously has made no bones about the way he's felt about you.
Yeah.
I think Melo is just as close to Braun as he is as close to you.
No, they're closer.
And
that's a fraternity. I understand, respect that.
Yeah. And I love getting to not just get your side of it, but try and bring a peaceful solution, a peaceful resolution.
Ain't gonna be no peaceful solution.
He answered my question.
Go ahead, Melo.
No. He answered it. He answered the question. I think that's so much in my perspective, and which is why I always stayed out of that. You let them handle that. Like it's whatever it is. It is. Maybe one day they could figure the shit out. Maybe not. But they still walking. I'm going this way. I'm going this way. You go your way. I go.
Nah, see what can happen sometimes is when you start hanging with people that your friends don't like, and you know what I mean. Even if LeBron might have to cut you off, Carmelo. I don't know if not saying he gonna do that, but I mean, they introduced them as being best friends with both of each other. So Stephen A had to correct him and say, nah, he's closer. But I can see LeBron giving Carmelo the cold shoulder if you finna be right.
Go my way. It ain't no hard feelings to it. I don't know the reason, so I can't speak on it. Would I want them to get along and talk? Yeah, why fucking not?
I mean, just getting from the gist of just our earlier conversation already, you make it a point to never make it personal with any of your critiques with anybody.
Right.
And I think a lot of people who probably either saw what you said about Bronny or the game, it's that blurred gray line where it is basketball, it is the game, but from one specific person's point of view, it is personal.
But I don't think it was for that, though. I mean,
go ahead.
I don't think it was just that. You get what I'm saying? We talk about years and years and years and years of history here. Like I said before, that goes deeper than rap. So whatever it is, you would have to peel back those layers and really sit down and have a real conversation, because from my perspective, it wasn't just about what he said about Bronny. It was a buildup from everything over the years, and that right there just hit home. And that hit close to home. So of course I gotta, at this point in time, it's fuck that. I gotta take care of, now is my time to say something. Enough is enough type of situation from that side.
I will say this. I'm gonna say shit on this podcast right now that I ain't never said. I ain't gonna hold back. I'm gonna preface my comment by saying, if y'all wouldn't have asked me about him, I wouldn't have talked about him.
Indeed.
I have no desire to talk about LeBron James, but I'm in the media. I am who I am. And it's pretty hard for me to say no comment.
And this is what I'm saying, bro. We feel like you do want to talk about LeBron, bro. You are a content creator now. You don't just work for Disney and ESPN. He claims, allegedly, he got a show on his own, but we seen how Gilbert Arenas had that show, and them people really got control. I think they got control over Stephen A's show like that as well. But I think that they're telling him to go at LeBron. Okay, it's pumping up the NBA. This is something that he has to do. I don't think he just feel like he just really don't care to talk about the man. You've been talking about him for years, bro.
I ain't talking about something. When I bring people on to talk about stuff, it's just something that's hypocritical about that for me. So I want to preface my comment by saying that. I want to say also, before I get into it, that I don't get touched very easily. I'm talking about emotionally, where I look at athletes and all of this other stuff, and what they say affects me in a very touching way. When I saw D Wade on this show with Melo, I cannot tell you how touched I was that both of them said what they said. It didn't matter to me whether they agreed with me or not. What they both said is, we fuck with Stephen A. See what I'm saying? Before anything. And from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it.
Indeed.
Because you got a lot of cats out there, including some. So I'm just gonna say some sorry motherfuckers in the NBA right now that all of a sudden forgot who I was and who I've been.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. He get a few people that give him a cosign, and now he want to go at everybody who don't like him. Bro, that ain't just because you got a few people that cosign for you. Anybody, I mean, a dead clock is wrong twice a day. Of course, you got two people that said some good things about you. That don't mean you solid, Steven.
Just because of some situation with LeBron. What that got to do with y'all? What that got to do with y'all? You know, the fact that D Wade and Melo could sit here and whether they agreed or disagree with any element about us, acknowledge that, yo, man, that's our dude, man. We fuck with Stephen A. We cool with him.
He was so happy to hear that, to know that dudes is out here saying that they mess with him. He might have paid for that sponsorship. I just believe, why does that have to be so sharp that you got to address this, bro? Somebody said they mess with you, and you got to highlight this. It means a lot of people don't really rock with you, bro. Because if that was the case, it wouldn't be nothing. Everybody rock with you, right? But this is showing you got a lot of people in the NBA like you ain't right. You done sold out.
That's all I care about.
Yep.
Because we can agree or disagree, but I didn't do anything to them. Why would you have personal animus towards me because of what happened with me and LeBron?
Because it's how you be handling people. I felt some way with how you handled Kyrie Irving. When that man was just like, I didn't like it. It was like, it was disrespectful. I think we don't like when you be on here using your platform and your mouth and you try to police our people in the way that we feel like the higher ups is sending you to do that. We're not going to like that.
None of your business. You have
it is our
opinion about the incident, but to have an opinion about me when you don't even know what's going on, I'm going to remember those cats. You know me and my memory now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna forget.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't gonna do anything. But
right. You ain't that. All you gonna do is do the same stuff you doing, talking, you know, you calling out people and talking about. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna remember them cats.
I ain't gonna forget. Okay. And when I remember something, that I'm gonna remember.
See, well, but when you say that, right?
What I mean by that is
People are gonna assume that you're gonna make it a personal thing now.
Well, I'm not gonna do that because they ain't worth my money.
Gotcha.
I'm not gonna do anything that's gonna compromise. Damn right. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna do anything that's gonna compromise me, my name, the company I represent. And it ain't just ESPN, it's SiriusXM, it's my own brand, okay? I'm never gonna do anything like that. I'm gonna always make sure I maintain professionalism. But Melo knows what I mean when I say this. There's a whole bunch of cats that come to me for a lot of assistance. A lot of cats that want to get in this industry, a lot of cats that got personal stuff they want the media to veer away from. They don't want the media. You know, I ain't, you know, damn podcasts and YouTube show. I work for the worldwide leader. I work for a national or international brand like SiriusXM. You understand? I know everybody from the president on down. It's a simple phone call. I got cats on speed dial. Ain't no doubt in it because I've proven it. The contract alone proves that you don't get what I got unless you doing good work and you got connections. That's just the way it goes. Having said all of that, I'm just saying I'm going to remember because it hurt me, because it had nothing to do with a lot of these people. And they didn't take a moment to sit up there and say, damn, Stephen A. been in this business for 30 years. That's never happened. Why now? That's all.
He mad because they not co-signing them. They not on his bandwagon, and he don't like that. He want him to be like,
well, I wanted somebody to ask, but nobody asked. So you want to hate on me? Fine, no problem. Now let me get to LeBron. I don't like his ass. Not a little bit. I understand what he means to Melo. I understand what he means to D Wade, my boys. I understand it.
So you should not be disrespecting their boy on their channel, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's something there, because it's like if that's their boy, they must not be real boys, bro. Cause it's like.
But all I'm gonna say, when it comes to that, Melo is 1,000% right. This dates back more than a decade. I'm not gonna go into detail of the shit this man has tried to do to me. People don't understand. You don't know that you do not understand the links this man would go to. I believe he's one way publicly, he's another way privately. I believe he might not be interviewed and he might not be quoted, but the things he says and the things he has said to people, it's gotten back to me. The things that he's tried to do, if it were up to him, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Did he try to get you off the air?
You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going there. Okay. Figure it out.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Just say it, bro. If you're going to be out there, Stephen A., bro, I'm so sick of this man, bro. Figure it out. If you're going to be hitting around it, just say what the man did to you. Don't be trying to beat around the bush and have us figure it out and you sending all these subliminals, bro.
Okay? Because I'm not going to find myself in a position where it can get uglier. I'm not going to do it.
You talking about the man. It's like, bro, it's going to get uglier. He probably going to hear this video with what you saying. It's like Stephen A.
Okay. But I'm telling you, I'm not asking. It's some low shit. The day that he rolled up on me courtside, it was the day my contract was announced. That I had stayed with ESPN, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Go back and look at the camera angles. I arrived there in the first quarter. He rolled up on me in the third quarter. When he rolled up on me in the third quarter, this is 2025. We got technology everywhere. TNT is a nationally televised game. How is it we got one angle and the only angle you see was of him in his face? But you see the back of my peanut head. How is that
Because your ass, because we weren't concerned about you, bro. We weren't concerned about your lad. We were concerned about is Bron finna take off on you or not? Because that would have been disastrous for you. That's what we were seeing.
Only angle that you saw. How?
He stands a monument to human patience.
Let's get it.
Y'all guess.
Okay.
I'm not going there.
Okay.
I'm just telling you what I see. Remember, I'm in this business. Got my social media person right there.
Right.
You understand? I've been an executive producer for years. I know this business. I know a thing or two about camera angles. I determine them half the time.
Yep.
Do this angle, do that angle. This is my business. I'm here. I know what that is.
So are you trying to say that the NBA and LeBron James set this up for him to come at you to create animosity for the league? Are you saying this, Stephen? Am I hearing this correct? Is this what Stephen A. saying? It's like, what is he saying? I'm going to let him go, but it sounds like this is what he hinting at. That the NBA and LeBron James colluded to make this scene in the third quarter. I know I'll be feeling about that three.
There's no way that you're in an arena, you're LeBron James, and the only angle that somebody sees is a straight up shot of you getting in my face. They see no reaction, they see nothing, and that's an accident.
All right, so I'll ask you straight up.
It doesn't happen.
I'll ask you straight up. Do you think you felt set up in that moment?
Damn right.
Okay.
Damn right I did.
You thought he had somebody out there too?
Damn right that did.
Okay.
Damn right. That's how I feel.
Okay.
Okay? But no big deal. No problem. Because I go on the air the next day and I'm like, that's a dad reacting to his son. Wife's at the game, family's at the game. That's family.
Yeah.
That could happen with anybody. Right? Which is why what I meant when I said I had no intentions of talking about it, because I didn't know anybody saw it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm not going to talk about this because the man coming at me because of his son's a son. Happens on a Thursday. That's a Friday. That's Saturday. Richard Jefferson is doing the game in Boston. He's still mic'd. He's working for ESPN. And we see LeBron say to him, yo, man, when he said, as a father, I had it. So I'm thinking, oh, that's not about Bronny. That's about you. Okay, let's talk about you as a father from this perspective. Bronny ain't at home in Brentwood. That's Crypto.com Arena. He ain't wearing street clothes. That's a purple and gold uniform he's on. He's a Laker. It's my job to cover the NBA. It's my job to cover basketball. I just told him, Melo, I ain't see Kyan play. Because I know that if I walk into an arena to watch his son play, everybody's going to ask me, how do I feel? Not just about him, about Melo's son, who's my boy. I know that if I walk into an arena to watch Bronny play, they ain't going to ask me about Bronny. They're going to ask me about LeBron's son. I don't think it's fair to the kids. So I never went. I never once saw Bronny play in high school, ever. Everybody was talking to me about it. I never watched. I wouldn't go because I wanted to show LeBron James and his family that respect. Because
well, you ain't showing no respect now. I'll tell you that much. 11 watching. And when y'all hit the like button, fam. Appreciate you, man. Y'all hit that like button for me, man. But Stephen A. Smith gonna go in.
I happen to think that Savannah is the first lady of basketball. I think she's wonderful. She's just a wonderful, wonderful human being.
Indeed.
And it actually breaks my heart that I could have done anything to make her upset.
You definitely upset her. But the point is, what I'm saying is, if what Stephen A. is saying is true, if the NBA came in and got with Bronny to sell tickets to get y'all to beefing, why you ain't say this? You kind of went into it and kept back and forth.
With Gloria, his mom, who has always been wonderful to me. Wonderful people. I got nothing to say about them. I got nothing to say about Bronny, who I think could be an NBA player someday. I think he continue developing the G League and then ultimately coming up here working out with the team, stuff like that. I think he's got a chance, right? Which is what I said.
Right.
Okay. So Rich Paul, Maverick Carter, Randy, I for years, not but respect, always been cool with them. I know where their loyalties lie. It should. Do you? No problem. But I'm looking at it and I'm going like, I never watched him in high school. I wasn't the one that said I ain't never seen no All-American averaging 14 points a game. No, McDonald's All-American averaging. That was Kendrick Perkins. I wasn't the one out here talking about Bronny. That was other people. He goes to USC. He has the heart ailment. Our heart goes out to him. We praying that he's going to be okay. We turn around. We go from there. Okay, he wants to enter the NBA draft, even though he hasn't really played on a collegiate level. All right, fine. With what LeBron James has done for this league, everybody shut up. If that's where he wants and that's where he could fit, manipulate, no problem. It's no big deal there. Congratulations. Oh, he ends up getting drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers. Congratulations. No problem. Oh, he ends up being there opening night. That father-son moment with Ken Griffey Jr. and Sr. in attendance. I was there at the game, standing up, clapping. No problem. It became a problem when this brother was in the G League, and then the next day, J.J. Redick decides to bring him in the first quarter and ask him to guard Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah.
Go back and watch the film.
Yeah.
Tyrese Maxey, if you could literally feel or see somebody drooling at the mouth, give me the ball. That was Tyrese Maxey. It was a nightmare. And I'm like, you can't do that to him.
So Steven acting like he was trying to save Bronny from that, but
you are totally dependent on other people to take care of your needs because you don't have those roots sunk into the ground. To have a community, you must have three things to have a community in it. You must have a wholly independent economic structure that can provide goods, service, products, and things for your own people, and jobs and tax bases for your own people. You should at least control four basic things You should be trying to control water, food, medicine, and energy to be able to survive.
Here we got Mr. Pollock. He had a cornfield. He took advantage of a free water test from us, and this is what we found in this water. We found sulfur, we found hardness, and we solved these problems with an easy fix of 2 tanks. So get your free water test today. Stay blessed. Click the link below.